Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to America's most beloved firehouse morning show. A cup of Joe and some Fuego.
Oh my God!
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to A Cup of Joe and Fuego. It's that interactive show that brings this community closer together. Let's see the pride in your company all over this great world where firefighters basically are all the same, but different. Anyway, I asked last week for some submissions, and I got it. I appreciate it. It makes this job so much easier. I don't have to go hunting on the internet. A lot of guys sent in stuff this week, so this might be a little bit of a long show, so let's get right to it. Before we talk about that, I want to talk about, you guys know I talk about the membership. It's $4.99 a month. We just did a show yesterday with Paul Hashtag, and the history that comes out of these shows is amazing. I love some of the pictures up so you can see what we're talking about. We talk about guys that got on the FDNY back in 1901. We follow their entire careers, and I got to tell you, man, some of these guys are absolute heroes, legends that you probably never heard of in your life. This gentleman that we talked about yesterday got the Brooklyn Citizen Medal 3 times in his career. That was one of the most highest coveted medals on all the FDNY. And he got a whole bunch of other medals, and he just had an amazing career. He made one grab where he walked across the windowsills of a 4-story building, took some lady out of the window. And I got to tell you, these stories, it's like watching a show on Netflix, the history. Here's the Brooklyn Citizen Medal that we were talking about. You want to see all this stuff, man? Look at these guys. These are some salty guys that got medals back in the day. This is where they used to hold Medal Day. It looks like the Coliseum, for crying out loud, in Italy. Old pictures of where they used to work, a lot of 132. This guy got it in 1901, had a 40-year career. This was a job that he went to where a kid got caught under the trolley. He was in engine 209. I mean, just an amazing career. And the stories are almost basically unbelievable, but they're all true. And these are guys that we should know about that we don't know about. So I'm going to roll a little commercial here on how to get the membership, and you'll get all this history, man, plus all the documentaries we do. We just posted the rescues too.
Looking to take your love for the fire service to the next level? Then join the Gettin Salty Experience YouTube Premium Membership Club, where the stories burn hotter and the history runs deeper. As a member, you'll unlock exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, from History with Hashhagen, where we dive into legendary FDNY fires and the men who fought them, to feature-length documentaries spotlighting the rich and gritty history of the FDNY, told the way only Gettin Salty can. You'll also get early access to special interviews, behind-the-scenes content, and members-only perks designed with our most loyal followers in mind. Joining is easy. Just hit that join button right in our YouTube channel and become part of the Brotherhood. Support the show, celebrate the job, get and stay salty.
That's right, Mike. Get and stay salty. I always leave these pictures up like a nitwit. There we go. So let's dive right into the show. First letter came in from, it says, "Hey, Kubes, this engine is from York, South Carolina. This rig was in service until the late 80s. Late 80s. Holy mackerel. And is parked at a city lot outside for over 10 years. A private donor aided in getting the truck refurbished in the late 90s and unveiled and presented it to the department in 2000. It is used currently for special events and parades. Joe Mitchell, York Fire Department." That's a beauty, man. That is a beaut. Doesn't give me the year of the rig, though. I would love to know the year of the rig. Old Mack truck. Love it, love it, love it. All right, what do we got next? It says, "Kubes, enjoy the show and history and stories told within it. I'm sending in a photo from a fire in a commercial building in Eminence, Kentucky, about 40 miles outside Louisville, Kentucky, from a few weeks back. Members of the Ballardsville Fire Department thread a needle with the squirt between the power lines." Yes, they did thread a needle there, bro. "Multiple departments from 3 counties were on scene for this call." It's from, I love the way this guy signs off. "Danny, I'll be your best kept secret and your biggest mistake." Well, thank you, Danny, for sending this in. Boy's doing a great job. You certainly did thread the needle on that one, bro. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right, this guy, all I got is Jim from Hartford. Rescue 23 was his email or something like that. Now, this guy loves his department. This is what I'm calling about company pride. He sent in 13, 12 pictures of all his boys. So let's go through it. I know Hartford's a really busy department. So let's go through it. He's happy to show his guys. You should be too, man. Get them out there. Get them on the Gettin Salty Experience show here at Cup of Joe and Fuego. Make them a little famous. Gives them a little pride. Makes them happy to see themselves on the big screen here. As big as you're going to get for Gettin Salty anyway. There's some salty guys. Got to throw a few truck guys in there too, man. You know what I mean? Waka White to go in there too. Great job. Oh, this guy is next. We'll go with him next. Thank you, Jim from Hartford. Now, we had just a couple of shows back. Maybe it was last show. A kid named Mike sent me in his man cave, his buff room. I have never seen a collection out there that tops this gentleman's. It says, "Hey, Kubes, Mike Slavosky here. I'm a retired firefighter from both upstate New York and Vermont, now currently doing fire police duty in Vermont, Bennington, to be exact, 29 years of service. Been watching the Gettin Salty podcast for a couple of years now. Great job by the whole crew. Below are a lot of the rigs I have collected over the years. You ain't kidding, bro. The sadly defunct Code 3 rigs to the current fire replicas that are simply amazing, and a lot of other manufacturers in the group in no particular order. Couldn't get all the pics in that I wanted, but a lot of them I did, all in this 9x12 room. The smaller ones from Code 3 and the bigger ones in the larger cases are the fire replicas, and of course featuring FDNY. Yeah, baby. FYI, the fire replicas are displayed by housemates. You and the gang keep up the good work. Best podcast going. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Now, this guy loves his replicas. Like I said, I saw a couple of squad ones there. This is from Mike. He has got some freaking collection, man. This is amazing. I got to even make these larger so you can see what this guy's got going on here. Look at this. This is a lot of money and a lot of time and a passion. It's got to be a passion. I love the cases, too. He's got them all sitting in there. Perfect. Looks great. Here's the squad ones I see on the left-hand side. Yep. Left-hand bottom. I can't pull it up enough to see 288, but I'm sure he's got it in there. He's got the large one, Squad 61, doing it. He's got a little, that's amazing. I thought my comic collection was something, but this guy's got me beat hands down, man. Oh, wrong one. Where am I going? I'm going backwards. This guy's got amazing in his man cave collection. I know there's other collections out there, so send them. Let me see if you can top this gentleman's collection. I don't know about that. He says it's in a small room, and he couldn't get them all in the picture. So let's see who can beat Mike Slavosky's collection of Code 3s and larger rigs. Okay, that's a beautiful rig right there, man. I love it. Hey, Kubes, just wanted to share the picture of our rescue attending the neighborhood department's annual parade. This is a 2024 Pierce Enforcer engine rescue. Right at my alleyway, bro. That's what the squads were. They were rescue pumpers. It's located out of Torres, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Jordan Gails. That is nice. Let me get that one bigger. That reminds me of my old rig, man. It certainly does. Nice looking rig, bro. Thank you for sending that in. Thank you for the company pride. We'll put the pride back in this company. All right, where are we going next? It says, hello. Kubes, hello. I'm Lieutenant Mayers with the City of Melbourne, Florida Fire Department. I know it well. Heard you were asking for some more pics and videos for your podcast. We just had a new hire recruit class graduate. Here's some of the pictures of their final day doing some truck company drills. The 5 recruits are Brian Hurley, Joshua Bush, Zach Davidson, Dylan Powell, and Jace Sherbert. Thanks for your time, TJ Mayers. Well, brothers, I hope you have a long career. And, of course, like, subscribe, and share the Gettin Salty Experience podcast, bro, where you learn a lot more than you might think on this show from the legends of the job. What are they doing here? Yep. All new recruits, fresh-faced, green behind the ears, doing it. All right, so you know what that time is. I actually got help this week. My buddy Hank from Newark via New Zealand. What happened on this date in history? Famous fires, lest we forget the sacrifices that the brothers make. Always, it's a, like I always said, it's a war that never ends, bro. And we are an army for humanity. So here it goes. On July 23rd, 1984, an explosion rocked the Union Oil Company refinery in Romeoville, Illinois, killing 17 workers and sending a 34-ton tower flying into a small field beyond nearby houses. According to Chicago Tribune, a second blast was so severe that an airplane flying at 1,500 feet above the plant was struck by debris. A raging fire that followed. Explosion flashed to temperatures of 4,000 degrees. Yee-haw, man. Yes, sirree. The Refinery Disaster was one of the deadliest in U.S. history. The explosion was felt, seen, and heard across much of the southwest suburban areas. Residents of Romeoville, seen and heard across much, Romeoville, Lockport, and Lemont, still talk about where they were and what they were doing when the explosion lit up the night sky like a mushroom cloud. Union Oil noted that shortly before 6 p.m. that day, Bob Gomer was making a routine hourly check of a pressure tower and discovered a hairline crack in the circular weld. Bradley Turner, a truck driver from Munster, Indiana, had just finished unloading sulfuric acid inside. Oh, what can happen? It could happen here. Acid inside the plant when he heard an alarm. Turner waited for the all clear signal, but it didn't arrive. Gomer and his co-workers worked to close the pressure valve on the cracked tower. A spark caused an explosion, and workers hit their bellies, according to Gomer. The second explosion rocked buildings 15 miles away, blew the windows out of a bank in Joliet, and sent smoke billowing 2,000 feet into the sky. Whew. Man, oh man. The vessel was an amine absorber tower used to strip hydrogen sulfide from a process stream of propane and butane. The vessel was 62 feet tall, 8.5 feet in diameter, and stream of propane and made. Why can't I read today? And made from 25 millimeter thick plates of type ASTM A516 grade 70 steel. The explosive force had been able to propel the upper 46 feet of the vessel a distance of more than half a mile from its original location, while the base remained at the center of the fire that followed after the explosion. The general alarm at Fire Oil Company refinery killed 19 people, including 10 members of the plant fire brigade, and destroyed 2 fire brigade pumpers. Close to 600 firefighters from 35 towns and agencies worked for 22 hours to control the dangerous fires. A total of 33 engines, 18 ladders, 1 Chicago fire boat, and numerous squirts, elevated platforms, and neighboring refinery units worked at the fire. All those who were killed died of multiple trauma and burns. That was a hot fire, bro. No doubt. 4,000 degrees, sent a piece of the tower a half a mile away. Thanks, Hank, for helping me out there, pointing me in the right direction. I added a little more to what you had, but Hank's a big fan of the show here, and I appreciate everything he sends me. So let's go to the video. This one's a little long. We're only doing one today. I'm going to a place that I love, Claymont, bro. Claymont is located in northern Delaware. Claymont is an aggressive company running 1,500 calls a year, engine, tower rescue, and a special operations team. Our response area includes Newcastle County, as well as a part of Delaware County, PA, and the city of Chester. Claymont Fire, 3223 Philadelphia Pike, Claymont, Delaware. They do an aggressive job, man. They get all the bases covered. Very rarely do you see them miss anything. They come together. It's the 13's house, man. I love watching stuff from them. So this fire was Tuesday, May 20th, Station 13 dispatched. I know they made a grab in there. It's a little bit long, but it's well watched. It's well worth it, man. Check it out.
Tower 13 over you to fireboard. Tower 13 over. 2 in the rear, 1.
Great job, man. I love those guys, man, from Claymont. Maybe I'm gonna see if I can if anybody knows them. I'd like to do a ride along down there, man. Hang out with those guys. Anybody knows them, tell them to send something to KUBESPODCAST at gmail.com, as well as where you should be sending your stuff. KUBESPODCAST at gmail.com. On. Let's keep it going, bro. I saw my man Hank in there trying to whip you guys up in the comments. So if you like what you're seeing, leave comments. That helps. Share, subscribe, check out the membership. Send in your stuff, please. I love doing this. I love when guys interact from all over the country and the pride they have in their company and see the fires that they go to and the differences, what's different, what's the same. Basically, we're all the same, but there are slight differences. So send that stuff in as well. And we'll see you next week. As long as I keep getting stuff, I'm going to keep doing this. I love it. It's a passion. But I enjoy doing it, so I don't mind. So until next time, guys, stay low and go. Be safe. Love you guys. God bless. I'll see you next week.